For the record, it's not a giggle of magic or a Mars bar of magic. Hi everyone, I'm Jacob, I'm the Cowhat Librarian, and I'm here today to talk to you about A Snicker of Magic by the very, very talented Natalie Lloyd. Pardon me. Felicity Pickle and her family move a lot. They don't stay in one place for very long before her mom decides that it's time to pack up and leave town, and it very often happens after a severe thunderstorm. Her dad is nowhere in the picture, and it's just her sister, and her mom. And in their latest move, they end up in a town called Midnight Gulch, where they're living with her Aunt Cleo for a time. Now, as far as Felicity is concerned, Midnight Gulch is just another stop on the road. It's one in a string of towns that her family has lived in. But Midnight Gulch is different. It used to be a place that was fairly magical, and the magic has faded over the years, and there are just a few small spots of it left. There's the Beetle, an unknown force doing good in the community. There's the Blackberry Sunrise ice cream made by a local dairy that helps people remember various memories that are important to them. And there's the Stoneberry Duel, a town-wide competition where people show off a talent or read poetry or sing a song, and it's in honor of two brothers that were magicians that had a duel and ultimately left the town, and that's when the magic started fading away. Now, Felicity has her own brand of understated magic. She sees words, not the words you see on paper, but she'll see an object or a person and see words around them that describe them to her. Now, they're not always words that make sense. And in fact, there have been some fairly inventive words that show up around her sister or around their ramshackle van, the traveling jalapeno, and she writes many of these favorite words down in a book she keeps. Now, Felicity's immediate family knows that she has this knack for seeing words around things, but some of her extended family doesn't. Her Uncle Boone shows up partway through the story, and he's sort of a down-on-his-luck singer who'd hoped for bigger things in his life. And Felicity sees words like has been and regret about him. And when he asks about the words, she looks at him and lies and says, well, I see two words. They're on your shoulders and they say new beginnings. And he smiles. And all those regretful, hurtful words just sort of vanish from around him. And so Felicity stays around town and makes some friends and learns the secret of the Beetle, and she's convinced to stick around to participate in the Stoneberry Duel while she tries to figure out a way to make her family stay and to bring back the magic to Midnight Gulch. It was a lot of fun. It was heartfelt. There was a bit of sadness there with Felicity's father's absence and the state of the town and losing its magic, but it was great. I liked Felicity. I liked her relationship with her mom and with her sister. Her Aunt Cleo was a wonderful character and was just this great mix of encouraging and curmudgeonness, sort of. I really like Boone as a character and the role he played in the story, and the fact that Felicity found she could make change to things. And I really liked it. Now, with that said, it's not perfect, and there are spoilers ahead as I talk about the deal breaker. Now, the deal breaker is this. This book falls into the magic realism category, I think, but just by the skinniest of margins. If you took the climax of the book out, where Boone and a woman play a particular song using the instruments that belonged to the brothers who had the feud, and the magic that results from that, the rest of the magic in the book could be described as fanciful thinking. It was so close to just being a real world book where Felicity thinks words about people but doesn't see them, where this particular ice cream just has a certain flavor that tends to make people sad because it's just bitter and sour rather than, specifically conjuring up memories of the past. And if you took out the final bit of the book where that magic did happen and where her mom paints a painting that comes to life, well, not full life, but becomes animated, the rest of the book could be just real world. So it falls in that weird little valley where if Natalie Lloyd wanted to make it magical realism, it could have used more magic. Or if she wanted to write a realistic book, it could have used less magic. And it's trying to walk that awkward line, and it's not a complete success at any rate. I like it. I recommend it. I had fun with it. If you liked things like Wizard's Hall by Jane Yolen, and you wanted something for the reader in your life that was a little less magical, a little more rooted in the real world, this would probably be good. If you liked Zip by an author that I cannot remember right now, but that recreated the story of the Odyssey in a modern terms, I would recommend this. And I'd just recommend it in general. With that, that's it. Please like, please subscribe, and please check back and see what else I have to talk about from the Cowhat Library. With that, thanks for watching. Bye now.